Implementation overview for number fluency 1 to 10 number bonds. How we set up the evaluation. Identify two similar ability year 1 classes. So this does require a 2-form entry as it is class level randomization. Use the What Work Teachers platform to randomly allocate one class to the intervention and one to control. You'll complete the pre-assessment task with both classes. The intervention class will receive the daily targeted number fluency intervention over 6 weeks, and the control class will continue as business as usual. And then you will complete the post-assessment task with both groups. If the intervention shows promise, the control class can then access this. Planning. So let's look at how we can set up the intervention from a step-by-step approach in your school. Step 1. Identify two similar ability classes to participate from the same year group. In this case, it's year 1. Step 2. Read the intervention schedule and print off the flashcard packs for each of the numbers. These are included in the resource folder. Step 3. Using the trial wizard on the What Work Teachers platform, randomly assign the classes to the intervention and control group. So moving on to the implementation stage. Complete the pre-assessment maths test with both the intervention and control groups. Record the marks in the Excel tracker and then input this into the pre-test on the trial wizard. As this is class level data, it would be best if you've got another member of staff who can then read out the scores when you input these in. This will just save a bit of time. Step 5, the intervention group of students follow the delivery schedule for the daily number fluency lessons. The control group will continue with business as usual for the duration of the trial. And then step 6, at the end of the 6 weeks, complete the post-assessment maths test, which is the same as the pre, to both the intervention and the control group. Record the marks in the Excel tracker located in the resource folder and input this into the post-test on the trial wizard. The intervention. This is a targeted number fluency intervention which focuses on year 1 pupils. It's delivered by the classroom teacher, and each session will take about 15 minutes daily. How it works. Regular number fluency lesson. The teacher delivers a daily number fluency lesson following the 6-week schedule. It's a 15-minute daily intervention. The resource folder includes the flashcards for the number bonds for the fact families, with each card representing a number bond sum, such as 0 plus 6 equals 6, or 6 plus 0 equals 6, with the answer displayed on the reverse. And review the learning. In the schedule, you will see when the facts are to be reviewed to reinforce learning using a systematic approach. So how to implement the intervention. You will find in the resource folder an A4 sheet which summarises the schedule for week 1 down to week 6. In the resource folder, you will see a PDF for the flashcards for each number. Please print off the planning sheet so you know which ones are required for each day. And when printing the flashcards, please print them two-sided, so flip on the short edge. This will allow you to have the question on the front and the answer on the back. Also, in the resource folder, you will see a tracking spreadsheet. This allows you to link an anonymized learner on the platform to a student in your class. So key considerations. Logistical issues need to be considered before using a targeted number fluency strategy as an intervention. So is there a suitable time in the day when this can be delivered? So it's routine. Schedule, make sure you print off the delivery schedule in advance of starting the intervention. And again, to make sure you print off the resources in advance of starting the intervention as well for the flashcards. And then will you potentially link this to any rewards in your school? So logistical barriers are common in any intervention delivered in schools, so it's just important to consider these prior to starting. So moving on to the assessment. So in the resource folder, you will see a PowerPoint, which is the assessment for the pre and the post. This is 20 timed questions with 8 seconds per question. In the resource folder, you will also see a pupil answer sheet template. So when you run the pre-assessment, please just use this and then record the scores for each learner into the Excel tracker before you input this into the What Work Teachers platform. At the end of the trial, the post-assessment is identical. So use the same assessment, and this is used to help measure the progress and the effectiveness of the intervention. Please record the scores for each learner in the Excel tracker and input this into the What Word Teachers platform. Assessment guidance. So if you can complete this under test conditions, it can be done by a teacher or teaching assistant, ideally the teacher of the class. Use the included PowerPoint, which is the same for the pre and the post. And then just remember to make sure you record the scores in your tracking spreadsheet before putting them onto the platform. So that's the end of the implementation. You can now move on to downloading the research protocol and then the resource folder before starting your trial wizard.